my boy. He's pretending. He took a dive. He took a dive to sell pay-per-views. It's just a joke. He's just joking. He's gonna get back up. Get back up, Volk. Get back up. Well, that sucks, doesn't it? Volk's legacy will no longer go down as the greatest ever, but as a little legend that took a chance. And now, notice everyone, that in the eyes of the fans, Islam took everything away from Volk. Now, Islam is seen as the unstoppable GOAT. No one in any division can stop him. No one in lightweight can stop him. He could probably go on to be champ. And rightly so. That's how our game works. That's the way that it is. When you step in there, every single time, the opponent is looking to take away everything that you have. And that's what we love about the game, isn't it? That's why we show up and watch it every bloody Saturday. So Volk did his post-fight speech and he got very emotional, right? I'm sure that we all saw it. He was holding back tears and he was talking about how he was struggling with the inactivity during his break from his arm surgery. And every athlete's end comes, right? And the body, it goes before the mind, unless you're the kind of fighter that never had a mind, like Tony Ferguson. I'm kidding, sort of, right? Tony's had mental issues. We've talked about it here on this channel. But do you guys think that Volk needs a break, or do you think that he needs to stay busy? When Volk was talking about how the inactivity was really affecting him, it surprised me because Volk has always said that I'm not getting any younger, you know? I want to make hay while it's busy. I want to stay busy. I want to stay active. I want to take on 2 divisions. Volk's always had that kind of attitude. And he said it from a place of, I'm not getting younger. I'm in my prime and I want to keep fighting. And it made me feel like that Volkanovski was a very aware fighter that knew exactly how old he was and how long his longevity was in the sport. And after what happened this weekend and the way that he reacted, I'm saying this respectfully, but I think maybe he was running from reality. I think he was proving that there was still lots in the gas tank and he was having his Rocky 6 or Rocky 7 moment and he was trying to stay young. I think Alexander Volkanovski was being a little bit delusional and trying to convince himself that he is younger than he really is. And he was doing that through the activity and putting these guys away so often. And the delusion was working so well, and it was working well on all of us, right? We were all getting fooled. We were all along for the ride. And I think it started to fool him too. And then after his surgery, he's sitting at home on the couch with his messed up arm, and reality has obviously come crashing in on Volk. And he can start to picture what it's going to be like in a year or 2 when he is no longer the dominant champ and aiming to be champ. And I think it really, really shook him. Then all of a sudden he gets a call and it's Islam and he's up and about and boom, he's ready to go and he's back in the cage and he's talking about he's going to smash him this time. He's not going to show him any respect. And then wham, head kick and it's all over again. Now Volkanovski, he's 35 and the world. If you have been on MMA Twitter or MMA Instagram or checking in with MMA, listen guys, you're watching this channel, you know what I'm talking about. People out there are now talking about the decline of Volkanovski, and there is a fight lined up for him in 2 and a bit months, and there's another weight cut that he's got to take back down to featherweight, and he's got to face a raging up-and-coming 26-year-old in Ilia Topuria, and it's not a good setup, guys. Should Volkanovski take some time off, right? Now, we recently, just this weekend, we saw another old man who was knocked out at 35 via head kick, who just got a short notice fight in a weight class up on 12 days notice, just like Volkanovski, against a man who people were saying was unstoppable. And I believe that man, Kamaru Usman, took Chimaev all the way to a draw. Apparently we were seeing the downfall, the broken knees, the old man of Kamaru Usman, and he just pushed the young and hungry wolf to what many believe was a draw and to what I scored as a draw and to what I think we can all agree, if it was a 5-rounder, Usman would have had the win. But Usman has been in the gym preparing for 6 months. And we know that Dana White was in negotiations with Bilal and the rest of the division. So Usman's name must have been, I'm going to get a name on my desk soon. I'm going to be in a fight soon. He must have been in the gym, sparring with the boys, ready to start his official camp for his next up-and-coming fight. When he got that call on short notice, he would have been in the mindset, ready to go. I think that is what Volk needs, right? Stipe fought DC after his fight with Francis Ngannou and got stopped quickly. Remember when Bisping stayed busy right after he got dropped by GST? He was finished by sub, but he got dropped by GSP, which led to this sub. And then he fought Kelvin Gastelum and was knocked out viciously, right? And in every Volk fight, there are these moments where his opponent just outspeeds him or Volk doesn't cover up quite the way he should and his opponent gets in some nice clean shots. And we've all seen it and Volk acknowledges it and goes, yeah, pretty good one, mate. Pretty good. You did pretty good there, mate. If that happens, right, with Ilia Topuria, 2 months after what just happened now, Volk, you're done. We're going to put you in there and you'll be done. Alexander Volkanovski, I am ordering you to take 6 months off, look at Kamaru Usman as a guide, and rebuild like Kamaru Usman has. Now, unfortunately, Kamaru is on a 3-fight skid. I think he's going to have to take up a heavy up-and-comer, but I think a really winnable fight for him is Jack Della Maddalena. And who knows, if Colby beats Leon Edwards, you have got a win over an up-and-comer. You have got 2 wins over the sitting champion. Kamaru Usman is right back there. I think Volkanovski needs to be inspired by this and not be the go-getter killer that he thinks he is and jump back in there in 2 months. But I could be completely wrong. So I want to hear your thoughts down in the comments. Do you think Volkanovski needs a break, or do you think it's the activity that's made Volkanovski so strong and he should get back in there as soon as possible, back in his own weight class? Guys, let me know down in the comments. If you've been enjoying these videos, maybe consider hitting that little subscribe button there, and I'll see you all in the next one.